Viewers, the latest news about the ongoing conflict between Ethiopia, Tigray, and Amhara region is that as we have received some latest reports regarding the ongoing war on Amhara Tigray border, which I will share with you in this video. If you remember, in the previous video, I informed you that there have been reports from several sources that Tigray Defense Force has cut off the route connecting Lalibela and Sekota. And according to the latest reports, thousands of Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers and its allies are present in Sekota and in the nearby areas of Amhara Tigray border, especially on the sides of Bilanta and Abergele. Well, and according to reliable sources, Tigray Defense Force soldiers have arrived in the surrounding areas of Sekota, and heavy fighting is reportedly underway on the sides of Sekota. Because Sekota is an important place in Amhara region and also in Vaghamra. Because if Tigray Defense Force soldiers gain control over Sekota city, it will be quite impossible for Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies to return back who are present in Sekota and in the nearby areas of Amhara Tigray border. And many sources claim that Tigray Defense Force has taken control of many areas around Sekota. According to reports, Tigray Defense Force soldiers have entered the areas of Hamusit, Mariam, and its sides, and has gained control over these areas, which according to the reports received from Tigray Defense Force sources, Tigray Defense Force soldiers are now moving towards Sekota. As if Tigray Defense Force soldiers enter Sekota, there are plenty of chances that the Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies will surrender. Because Sekota is a populous city in the Amhara region. So Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies would not want a war on the streets of Sekota. Because if fighting starts inside the city of Sekota, it risks a lot of life and financial loss. So most of the chances here are that Ethiopian National Defense Force and its allies will surrender if Tigray Defense Force gained control on Sekota. Viewers, on the other hand, some photos from Tigray Defense Force sources have also been shared that you can see on your screen. In these pictures, the soldiers of Ethiopian National Defense Force can be seen under the control of Tigray Defense Force. And about these pictures, claim made that hundreds of Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers have surrendered to Tigray Defense Force in the Amhara region in recent fighting. Because of course, these Ethiopian National Defense Force soldiers will be posted there where Tigray Defense Force has taken control. But on the other hand, another picture is also shared by Tigray Defense Force sources that you can see on your screen. In this picture, Tigray Defense Force General Abraha the Sipai can be seen on front line. But on the other hand, the commander of Ethiopian National Defense Force 11th Division of the 6th Army said in a statement, "I was captured on 27th August around 1 pm and we are encircled by Tigray Defense Force. And we tried to break the encirclement but we failed. And I got wounded in the process and my deputy was killed. Even if I had not been injured and my deputy had not been killed, the circumstances would not have enabled us to escape the encirclement." In any case, I got injured and eventually surrendered. And the plan we had was to launch attacks on Tigray Defense Force positions. For that purpose, we have identified specific divisions from the 6th Army that would carry out the attack. And these included the 75th and 85th and 26th divisions that had already been positioned out of the fortification. And they were assigned to launch attacks on selected enemy targets. On the other hand, the 11th, 25th, and 32nd divisions were assigned to defend the fortress. And our planned direction of attack was not along the main road. The plan was to attack in the mountains to the right and left side of the main road in line with the practice we had on a sand model. And the first side was to start through Kobo, along the mountains on the northwest side of Kobo town, otherwise known as 032 Kebele. Proceed through Jimido and the Teba Bur towards Miriba, then to Zata and Sindido Bur at the tip of the Girat Kashu mountain south of Koram and north of Almata as a final destination. And we practiced this on the sand model prior to the attack and received assault instructions accordingly. And the specific instruction given to me was to hold our defense positions while the divisions launched the main offensive. And in addition to a Meriva side, the 8th Army was instructed to attack on the Bisobur south of Churchill town along the Afar Tigray border side, leaving Mahoney town to the left and to marching to Adikia area. And this was the grand plan. There was not any planned offensive on the frontal side because we knew that the enemy had a concrete fortress. And previously we used this direction, and because they knew that we would attack in this direction, they opened the route and hide in the mountains and hills for a counter-offensive. So our plan was to attack along the mountains where there is limited enemy presence, and our practice and training took this into account. And said that on entering Tigray again, the idea was to start an offensive on all fronts. When we say in all fronts, for instance, one is in Kobo front, the southern front. The other front is through Lalibela and Abregele. The third front is through western Tigray in Takeze and Humera area. And I do not know the specific plan there, but I know that when we say on all fronts, these area the main ones. Further, when we start the offensive, the Eritrean forces would launch a simultaneous offensive either through Rama, Zilambisa or Birhale. So the plan was to remove Tigray People Liberation Front, whom we considered as an anti-peace element in a coordinated attack with Eritrean Defense Force. And once the Tigray People Liberation Front is removed, we were instructed to get the people back to a normal and better life. I am a military commander and I prepared myself and my force accordingly. When we entered Tigray in the past, our forces and the commanders had looted and destroyed the property of the local community. And second, we also indiscriminately shoot at anyone and kill people without making a distinction between civilians and combatants, based on the assumption that everyone was a combatant. And thirdly, our forces also committed rape. These crimes were definitely committed in the past, but this time the instruction is different. The main idea is to remove Tigray People Liberation Front. So viewers, so far the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.